Until recently, OpenVPN only supported the creation of network connectors using the OpenVPN protocol. These connectors ensure an always-on, unattended connection to CloudConnexa, allowing seamless access to applications on your private network. Now, CloudConnexa has expanded its support to include the IPSec tunneling protocol. The key advantage of IPSec is its native support on routers and infrastructure as a service or IaaS platforms, which simplifies the process of connecting your private network to CloudConnexa. So in this video, we're looking at the steps that you need to take to connect your AWS VPC to CloudConnexa using IPSec tunneling protocol. I am logged into admin user interface of our CloudConnexa. So in order to connect my network, I'm going to expand networks and again click on networks. Here, I'm going to click on add network and you can choose any options that's appropriate for you. I'm just going to choose remote access here and click on continue. Let's give a name to this network. I'm just going to call it OVN Lab IPSec. And then description is optional. And here for the connector tunneling protocol, I'm going to choose IPSec. Then if we scroll down, we need to give a name to our connector. So here I'm going to name it IPSec connector. Then for the region, we're going to use the region that's closest to your private network. I'm going to leave it as San Jose and then click on next. Here we can see our IPSec connector, the name, the region, and the tunneling protocol. Then we need to choose which device or platform we want to connect to. So I'm just click on the drop down and choose AWS for the purpose of this video. Once you do that, there will be some quick step-by-step guide here that we can follow. As you can see, step 1 is creating a virtual private gateway or a VPG in AWS, and gives us instructions. And then we need to create a new site-to-site VPN connection on AWS and then download the configuration file. Step 2 is configure CloudConnexa IPSec tunnel and then verify the connectivity. So let's go ahead and click on next. And if you scroll down here, now we can see that AWS configuration details that we will need. And then after that, the second step, which is going to be set up CloudConnexa tunnel. So first, let's go ahead and create our VPG. So I'm going to go to my AWS dashboard. And from here, I'm just going to go to VPC dashboard. Then here, click on virtual private gateways. And we're going to create a new gateway here. So I'm going to click on create virtual gateway. So we can give a name tag here. I'm just going to call it OVN Lab VPG. And as far as the ASN or autonomous system number, I'm just going to leave it as Amazon default ASN. Then if you need to add other tags, we can add other tags here. I'm going to click on create virtual private gateway. So we can see the gateway is created, but it is detached. So we need to attach it to our VPC. So I'm going to select this and then click on actions and choose attach to VPC. I already have my VPC configured, so I'm just going to choose my VPC here and click on attach to VPC. And it's attaching. This is going to take a second here. Okay, it is attached now. So next, we need to create a new site-to-site VPN connection and configure it in AWS. So I'm just going to go back to my VPC dashboard here. That's going to be the easiest way. And then if you scroll down, you can see site-to-site VPN connections. Click on that. Then I'm going to create a new VPN connection. So click on create new VPN connection. Again, we can give a name here. So I'm just going to call it OVN Lab site to site. Get rid of this. So for the target gateway is going to be virtual private gateway. And then here we're going to select our virtual private gateway that we just created a few minutes ago. For the customer gateway, we're going to choose new. And then for the IP address, here we need to specify the IP address for our gateway devices external interface. So let's go back to our CloudConnexa admin user interface. And we can see here the remote gateway IP address. This is the IP address that we need to use for our environment. So we're going to click on copy. Now, keep in mind, this IP address can be different for everybody. So I'm just going to copy this IP address and go back to AWS portal and then paste that IP address here. BGP ASN, I'm just going to leave it as 65,000. And then for the routing option, I'm just going to choose static here. And we're going to go back again to CloudConnexa admin user interface. And we can get the static IP prefixes down here. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on this icon to copy these two subnets and go back to AWS dashboard. And we paste them here in the static IP prefixes. Then we're going to scroll down. The rest of the stuff is optional. We're going to leave it as it is. If you have other tags that you would like to add, you can add here. Otherwise, you're going to click on Create VPN Connection. Okay, as you can see, we successfully created this VPN. So I'm just going to click on the VPN ID here and then download the configuration file here. Click on Download. For the vendor, we're going to click on the drop down and we're just going to choose generic. The rest of the stuff, we're going to leave it as is and then click on download. So this file is downloaded. Now we can go ahead and head back to our CloudConnexa. So we're done with the first section. We're going to scroll down to the second section, which is set up CloudConnexa tunnel. As you can see, there is a button here, an option to upload our generic configuration file, the one we just downloaded. So I'm just going to click on this, and then I'm going to choose the file that I just downloaded and click on Open to upload it. And as you can see, the configuration file has been uploaded, and we got the green check mark here. Now we can scroll down all the way down, and then if we want to verify the connectivity, we can just click on Test Connection 1, and we can see it's connected. Go ahead, click on Next, and as you can see, connector IPSec configured successfully. Now here we can add applications if you have any applications. I do have an application, so I'm just going to add it. So, and that's our time card. Time card. And then the protocol is just going to be HTTP and HTTPS, and the domain is timecard.ovnlab.local. And click on Add Application. Once we're done with this, if you have other applications, we can add it here. Click on Next. I don't have any routes or IP routes to add or IP services, so I'm just going to leave them as is and click on Next. If we need to configure access groups, we can do this here, or we can do that later. Again, I'm going to leave it as full mesh for now for the purpose of this video and click on Finish. As you can see, my network is added, the connection status is online, and the tunneling protocol is IPSec. So this was a quick video on how to connect your network to CloudConnexa using IPSec tunneling protocol. Thank you very much.